Hi guys and welcome back. Today is FOMC and the market is already running. Now the big question is this a good omen for us that the market is already running, or will we get here again massively disappointed in less than 3 hours? I will show you what I think is going to happen, so don't miss out on that and let's go guys. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in again on this Wednesday today. Just a heads up, tomorrow will be no video, no stream, nothing whatsoever. I'm with some other crypto guys at a massive DJ event. So tomorrow there will be no video. We will be a little bit effed up on that DJ event. Sorry guys, so this DJ never came to the island. It's the first... at least since I'm here, I never saw this DJ here. So, and yeah, that's why we are all going. So sorry, tomorrow nobody will be doing videos on the island here, I guess. But let's get into FOMC here. So FOMC is happening in just around 3 hours right now. As you can see, the Fed Watch tool is predicting with 99% certainty that we don't get a rate cut. There is a 1% chance that we get one. I don't believe that we are actually getting one. But Jerome Powell could say some things that could still tilt the market and continue the upwards momentum. And that could be that he stops quantitative tightening and that he will talk about quantitative easing in the not so distant future. So even though if we don't get a rate cut, these two things could have a massive impact on the market if we will come out in favor and of quantitative easing and against continuation of quantitative tightening. That could lead to a massive run in the market. If he's saying nothing and just says we keep the rates where they are right now and we see us at the next meeting and gonna find out what we're gonna do then I expect that the market will either do nothing or will actually react negatively. And I tend more to the fact that we're gonna react negatively and that we're gonna go a little bit back down again. So the DXY is having a field day and pumping it back to the 100, almost 104 point level currently. From this big support zone here. But again, guys, I don't believe that this support is holding for a long time. Let it consolidate here a little bit before we get the next leg here into lower levels. On ZoomX, my trades, on the other hand, doing right now really well. As you can see here, Ethereum almost $9,000 in profit. My Bitcoin trade $2,200 in profit. So Ethereum is going here really well today. We're over $2,000, $2,030 right now. That's why we're running and that's why our position is here really in juicy profits. I hope some of you guys were able to catch that. Don't forget, guys, there is a new massive campaign coming up with ZoomX, so make sure that you have an account there. Use the link in the description and the pin comment below, and you could have followed all these trades when I actually entered them. I told you straight away here, these new trades, they were a little bit underwater. Now they're massively up again. So later I definitely gonna set here a stop loss to make sure that I'm not losing here anything on these trades here. On Bitcoin, I waited maybe a little bit longer, but definitely on Ethereum, I'm gonna make sure that I keep at least half, a little bit more of that. So again, if you want to trade with me on ZoomX, guys, on a non-KYC exchange, there is a link in the description and pin comment below. Take advantage of that. Then when we're looking at Bitcoin on the daily chart, so we are still here in that divergence territory, but it looks like that Bitcoin wants to try to break out of it. The only problem is there's not much momentum on the stochastic left for that. So if we are not getting here in the next 48 hours a move to like $91,000, come back down, consolidate a little bit in the high $80,000 range, and then go here above $90,000. Expect that we are getting here somewhere between $86,000, $87,000 a rejection. One more time down, more or less to the current level. And from here, we're going to initiate then the bigger move to the upside. Regardless, this is still a divergence zone, in my opinion, that will prove that we're still in a bull run at some point with a nice move to the upside. When we're looking at the 200 moving average here, we are slightly above it. We need to close above it. Again, FOMC will play a major role in that. If FOMC comes out in favor of us, I could imagine that we go all the way up here to $90,000 really quickly. But again, I'm not expecting that we are going above that you know, so come down, form support, stay there, go higher immediately, you know, so rather coming up here, testing this, coming back down to 87, 86 something, you know, form maybe bull flag, you know, so or falling wedge, you know, and that will lead into the next leg to the upside. But most important is a close above the 200 moving average today. That's what I'm looking out for. So if we're not getting a close because bearishness FOMC, then we of course get another rejection, you know, so and then we're gonna be under the 200 EMA for another couple of days because of the momentum on the stochastic. You know, we are topping out here soon. Even though the MACD is bullish, the RSI is bullish, and we have a still bullish divergence that did not really play out here. Yeah, so it's not good. It's not a good sign. So then here on the 12-hourly chart with the VPVR and the EMA ribbon. So here we are now pumping into the EMA ribbon. We don't need that we are going here straight above $87,000 to get on top of the ribbon. What we need right now is a close above the mid-range of the EMA ribbon, $85,500 approximately. So, but also here you see there is not much room on the stochastic anymore to go higher. The MACD is also already flying. Only the RSI is here just starting to get bullish. Yeah, so but we need here definitely a move above $85,500 and stay above that to get continuation to the upside here into the higher levels. So, and here the major resistance will come up at some point at $96,500 because there's right now the VPVR, the point of control. Yeah, on the VPVR, the point of control. And that is what we need in the mid and long term to overcome to get your bulls back in charge of the price action. Only then it's going to happen. Also, you should not forget that I still have a trade running here on ByDefi. I need to find the other phone to log in there again. On ByDefi, I'm gonna 10x that account again, and I have already a Bitcoin trade running. It's right now in profit again. Not a lot, maybe $3,000, so like 30% of the account. But I'm gonna 10x this account here in the next 2 months again. So if you wanna do that with me together, guys, sign up on ByDefi. There is a link in the pinned comment in the description below. Don't forget that, guys. Go and check that out. Then on the MDX Algo Scalp Gradients, so here we are running right now soon hot again, which is good. We are at a resistance cluster here of $83,700 to $84,500 approximately. If we are able to break through this, this could be the beginning of the breakout of that ascending triangle here, because we are anyway already in the breakout window where we should break out. So if we get a breakout here, that would be definitely a bullish sign, and that could get us all the way up to the technical target of $91,600 for this specific pattern. So, but wait for a break here above $84,800 with at least 1 hourly candle close. That's where you want to enter this. And if you have the MDX Algo Scalp Gradient like I do, then make sure that we are not at the red candle zone yet. But we are here at purple. We never go straight into red. We go here into this purple, in this wine red, you know, so into this Bordeaux wine red first before you get a red candle. So we should be fine if we get a breakout there. On the falling wedge pattern, so here we have broken out already, but I expect at some point a small pullback back to the downward sloping trend line of that falling wedge pattern, and then continuation to the upside, because we had here now 6 continuous consecutive candles in green to the upside since $81,000 approximately. So there is definitely a smaller pullback coming, guys. We are running here also again into resistance. Just look at this here. This is the resistance. We are running into this right now. The resistance is coming from here, where we fall, where it was support, and we fell below it. Then support again. Here's support. Here turned into resistance, and since then it's just resistance. So many times tested, not broken. So we need definitely a catalyst today, and the catalyst could surprisingly come from FOMC to get us above that level for a bigger move here, and continuation into back the 90,000s. But we still need to see and wait what's going to happen here. Also on Bybit, I still have my trades on Bybit running, guys. Don't forget, if you want to actually spend your money that you make in crypto. There is a Bybit card. There's also still an airdrop position that you can get with the link in the pinned comment and in the description below, guys. You only need to deposit, I think, $100. Yeah, $100, and you can claim a $500 free airdrop position. Take advantage of that, because this is also running out here at some point again with Bybit, guys. The liquidation levels. So we start to eat here now into some high leverage liquidity on the short side, but not into the massive pockets, because when you look at this here, all the orange and yellow levels, most of them are gone, because I think everybody has understood that this reaccumulation phase, that's what I call this here, is about to come to an end. And for that specific reason, the over-leveraged short positions have started to take profit. So, and that is also one of the reasons why Bitcoin is pumping a little bit right now, because there is no sell pressure anymore, you know, from these shorts. So hence the price gets a little bit relief, and it's going to the upside. So at the same time, we are nicely above the 50 moving average. At that trajectory, we should be in 10 days at a golden cross. And that golden cross means usually that Bitcoin is then trading for a little bit already above $92,000, $93,000, maybe even higher than that when we are getting this golden cross. So just hang in there, guys. We're really close if we keep that trajectory to get here nice juicy gains again in the market that we were now basically locked away from for the last 2 months-ish, unless you were shorting the market, you know. Then here on the liquidation heat map, also here you see we are attacking right now the most concentrated areas of $85,500, $600 all the way up to $86,000, yeah, almost $87,000. From there, I would expect a small pullback, because there's also some resistance up there at $87,000 if we make it all the way up there, and then most likely come back here into the, what is that? I would say $85,000 area, more or less. And then we go up here in $90,000 and higher than that to start liquidating all these shorts that are still sitting up here. Unless FOMC will be bearish, I don't expect right now that we tap here into the $80,000 liquidity of the long positions. Yeah, it looks unlikely that we're going to tap into that, you know. For now it looks unlikely that we are anytime soon coming down here to tap into that liquidity. And yeah, just rather go for the upside liquidity. So also, guys, if you want to trade without leverage, much safer way to make money, then go to PIONEX. You still get $1,000 just for doing simple tasks there. If you're a new user, guys, the bot is still running there, you know. You get already $50 just for completing KYC, which is crazy, guys, you know. And here's some other steps, you know. If you deposit, you get some money. You get here another 100, you know, if you use the futures grid and stuff like that. So really easy way to get money, guys. Free money for you. Make use of that. There's a link in the pinned comment in the description below with all the other links. I'm using PIONEX a lot right now. I also gonna meet tomorrow with my manager. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm gonna post a picture with her. So watch out for that. Maybe even in the Telegram channel, I'm gonna put a picture with her when I see her tomorrow. Yeah, so good exchange, and use the grid bot strategy, guys. You know, trust me, it is making money. I don't know how much I'm up right now. Let's see if I'm still logged in here. Yeah, so let's see here. Detail. Yeah, 72% a year is good, guys. You know, so 72% is really good currently. So, and as you can see here, over $100, $130 already in profit. On how much did I invest right now? How much is in there? $3,873. You know, so not a lot. I bought like 10% more than what I had. You see my average entry price is also good, $82,680. But trust me, guys, when this goes back to $100,000, this will look amazing. This will look really good. So that's why I'm telling you guys, here this bot is one of the best options that you have with the lowest possible risk to make money in this market. So now the Bitcoin dominance is also dropping right now. That's why when we're going here into altcoins, most of them are running. So of course Lido is running because Ethereum is pumping, and many other coins here. You see here there's only 3 coins that are not running, and these are normally counter coins that are running when Bitcoin is dropping. So altcoins are looking good. We are finally broken down from that falling wedge pattern, but I need to see a move to like 60.5% to be convinced that this is a proper breakdown now without any return here back to the upside. So once I see that with a daily close, that might be then the breakdown that we were looking for and the early start of a really, really juicy altcoin season with continuation to the downside. Total free market cap also trying to pump here in direction of $836 billion. That is the level to overtake with this downward sloping trend line. Give it a couple more days and we should be finally there and get here then also a grip again with continuation to the upside. So now when we're looking at Ethereum, our Ethereum trade was finally triggered here. If you took the trade either from here, you are up almost 4%. And if you took it from the original entry, you would be up 1.8% roughly. Remember, I told you don't use crazy leverage, so I would not have used more than 10x leverage on that. But even with 10x leverage, you would be up almost 40% from here, that entry, and from the original entry, roughly 20%, which is not that bad. Would I still enter this? Right now, honestly, I would wait. You can still enter this technically. I would still enter this. With the same stop loss, just be aware, depending on what happens in a little bit less than 3 hours, that we could round trip and get stopped out, so I just want to make you aware of that. But the risk to reward ratio right now is good to technically take the trade, so there's nothing right for now speaking against of taking this specific trade here, because also on the daily there is still way more room to go into the upside, especially when we get past $2,077, because the next stop is here all the way up at 2,350 approximately. Solana also broke out, also here perfectly at our entry level, so you would be up here right now, okay, 1.5% roughly, 10x leverage on that, 15%. We broke out of the falling wedge pattern. I told you can technically enter from there, and otherwise just run it as it is. Also here, as long as we don't get any crazy changes in the market, you can still enter this and trade this into the technical target here all the way up to $153 approximately. From there, we're going to reassess. Definitely take half the money out of the trade, and then we're going to look where we're going to add this back into the trade or close out the whole trade, so that's my plan for that specific trade setup here. So but as you can see, that was a bigger W pattern. The W pattern is not completed yet. We are here at $136 getting the neckline, so we are, in my opinion, at least going up there before we come lower again. And this is another 3% roughly that you can squeeze out of that trade if you enter right now. So what you could do is set a stop loss then at your entry when we hit this here, just to protect your capital. If we round trip, you did not lose anything. If we continue to go higher, then you just keep the original take profit target and take the money out of that trade. Just up there. Guys, that's it already for today's episode. Don't forget, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I see you after tomorrow with more money. Bye-bye.